Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we went to break, we were just found out that the Nerds will be defending their tag team gold against Corey and Eddie in a match that according to Corey and Ed, they'll have to wait and find out. But, oh fuck. This guy! This bastard! Welp. Time for round 2. Oh dear God. We know he took out refs. They took out Jesse last week. And what the hell is he coming to do now? As our cameras head to the back ringside. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us. We have a few things to get to through this evening. Tie bits for the 3-year anniversary next week. I'm gonna gut you out right there, Slane. The fuck? Oh, you be the first? You'll regret getting involved last week. I beg to differ. I have a little surprise for you for that you're not going to like. Like what? Sending your hitmen after me? I'll drop them like I dropped your security squad. And you and your Jesse. Oh, Stanfield? On the Stanfield comment, I could care less. I too took no issue with, because quite frankly, he had it coming. I drew the line at the refs and the security. Ha ha, motherfucker. Unhand me! Payback's a bitch, some bitch. Now, with that annoyance dealt with at the moment, I will continue from where I was before I was interrupted. Yes, our 3rd anniversary is next week. 3 years, 156 weeks, 156 episodes, and 1,095 days. We've been coming into your lives and television sets. Thank you for being here. And we continue to do our best to bring you the best product possible. We thank you. Now, let's begin. As we said, we will have lots in store for our fans. We'll be crowning our inaugural female tag team champions. We just announced Nerd versus Corey and Eddie for the tag straps. We found out earlier Dragon versus Cade for the FSCW Women's Champion in an Iron Women's match. We'll wait and see what Mr. Nathan's response to 4X's championship challenge is, and we will announce the TV title will be up for grabs in a scramble match. We also have a few things that need to be addressed, and much more. We have one more announcement meant from Mr. Cabo and myself. So let's head to ringside for our last piece before our main event. So let's head to there. In light of the recent events with Mr. Hackman and Mr. Miller, we are making this a ruling. They have 3 options. They have to pay for the damages and the lawsuits and keep your jobs as option 1. Option 2. Oh, I'm sorry. That was your line. Be fired and still have the damages, lawsuit, and a breach of contract to do it. Or option 3. You get in the ring with Mr. Cobble and myself and atone for your violations and let the ring decide your fate. The ball is in your court. I have other choice words for you, however, this is a PG show. But if you choose to be a coward, or we make you famous. So let's head to ringside for our main event. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a thing. Mr. Slane and myself are going to challenge Hackman and Killa to a match if they decide to show up next week. Like I said, we gave them 3 options. They can pay the damages, pay the lawsuit, and keep their job. Option 2, walk away and still have the lawsuits and add a breach of contract to that list. Or option 3, you get in the ring with both of us. So we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do. But we'll find that out next week. But our main event of the evening is going to be the TV title championship being defended. Sumo Shatterman is going to take on Haas in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And winner will take the title into a scramble match next week. And yes, we also said there's a couple loose ends to take together as well. One of them being the video evidence we have with Jesse Stansfield. And those images that we've seen of him and the unknown individual. So we'll be tying those knots up next week as well. But our main event is going to be Haas versus Sumo Shatterman for the TV title. But thank you all for joining us once again. We're glad you've been here for almost 3 years. And after next week, we're going to go off the air for a couple weeks because we have some upgrades that we need to make. We have some other business to take care of and potentially a new facility. So, like I said, after next week, we'll be off the air for a little while. But we're going to try and improve your performance and the content we bring you. Because we got a number of ring upgrades, set upgrades. And some new contracts coming in. We have some new talent coming in. We got a little bit of everything. We've been studying and looking at what we need to improve. And like I said, we will be gone for a little while. Couple weeks, 3 or 4, give or take. All depends on how long the transitions will take. And the upgrades and all that fun jazz. But here is your main event of the evening. Sumo Shatterman versus Haas. The winner goes into the 3 anniversary championship, and then he's got to take on 6 other people. Like I said, best 2 out of 3 falls. Here we go. Haas comes out with some right hands, some left hooks. Sumo's going to counter it and go right into that Fujiwara armbar. Going to try and slow down Haas with that right hand of doom he has. But Haas is going to counter it, put Sumo's head between his thighs and bounce it off like a basketball. Sumo's going to come back and kick the midsection. Haas goes with a waist lock, Russian leg sweep, double axe handle, nobody home. Sumo and Haas, 2 big bowls coming in. Haas, shoulder block. Big right hand. Haas going to come back, side headlock. Haas going to go to the wrist lock. Double ass handle. I should say avalanche splash in the corner. Right hands, left hook. Haas goes to the side headlock. Elbow to the face. Sumo comes back on a right hand, goes to the wrist lock. Sumo sets up, working that shoulder of Haas in that arm. Trying to take out the power game, but he's working on the wrong arm because that right hand of doom that Haas has. As Sumo goes to the side headlock. Elbow to the throat. Haas comes back with a headlock. Big right hand. Gonna go side headlock. The clothesline. Haas comes back with waist to the waist lock, and the Sumo is gonna counter with a drop mare. Kicks to the midsection, goes to the waist lock of his own, saying switch to the front headlock. Haas going to counter it, break it up. Haas going to get the shoulder takedown. Double axe handle. That one actually going to land. They're going to lock up in the corner. They're going to stalemate. They're going to try to lock up again, but Sumo is going to launch Haas instead into a hip toss. Drops the elbow. Haas rolls away. Sumo goes to the wrist lock. Sumo going to work on, still working on that arm of Haas. As Sumo goes to the waist lock, Haas going to counter to the hammer lock and throw Sumo away. Haas goes to the wrist lock. Pull back, elbows. Double axe handle, another one lands finally. Haas goes to the waist lock. And German suplex. Haas is going to pick up Sumo. Sumo was going to cock up, but Haas is going to counter it. He's going to bring him over the top, and Haas is going to bring him in the hard way. Haas is going to pick up Sumo. And going to roll into a hip toss. Sumo goes for the surfboard lock. Haas is going to counter it. Get him out of that predicament, goes to the side headlock, and Sumo is going to counter it with a Manhattan or with an atomic drop. And Haas is going to counter that and just roll away on Sumo. Haas goes to the wrist lock and he's going to get a gut wrench off. Haas going to get countered and thrown in the corner. Sumo going to go for a shoulder block. Shoulder thrust, pullback clothesline. Sumo going to throw Haas on the ropes and walk into another hip toss. Haas is going to counter the punches to the gut. They're going to lock up in the corner, or lock up in the center. They're going to stalemate. They're going to try to lock him again, but Sumo is going to shoot him off. And walk right into another hip toss. Haas is going to eat an elbow. Sumo going to throw Haas in the corner. Haas is going to go up, put up top. This is bad. Haas is going to counter it. Go up to the air. Double axe handle from the mid rope. And Haas is going to throw Sumo. Brings Sumo in. Haas gonna brought Sumo in the hard way. Gonna potentially do it again. Gonna bring in the Sumo, going for the trifecta. Haas gotta get the other two sides. He's going for number 3. Oh no, he's gonna just take the 2 and then boot him off the side. Haas, as the ref begins his count, Sumo's gonna eat some steps. Sumo's down. Haas gets back up. Gonna throw him into a barricade. Haas to the headbutt. Sumo's gonna counter him into the barricade. Headbutts. Nobody wins. Refs up to a 4 count. Haas is trying to get that barricade shot, but is not going to be able to pull it off. And Sumo hits that that full throttle Irish whip, but throws himself almost right into the steps. As refs up to a 6 count, Haas comes on the ring and the ref resets his count. Haas gets ran up the entrance ring. Haas gonna throw Sumo back to the ring. Refs up to a 3 count. Haas was gonna, I guess he was gonna try and bait him in, but Haas is gonna throw him in the barricade. Haas trying to get that one, but Sumo's gonna come back with a knee to the midsection. Haas is gonna keep trying. He wants to drive him through that barricade, but he just can't get him in the right position. Refs up to a 5 count. Haas hops to the ring. Haas hops back down and breaks up the count. And just keeps missing that barricade. Haas comes back, another headbutt. Sumo's gonna counter it. When you go to the one too many times to the well, it's gonna lose. Sumo's gonna break the count up now. Sumo doesn't look good. Haas looks sore. Both of them look sore, but both these behemoths gonna hit a sleeper slam on Haas. Sumo gonna roll him to the cover. Sumo gonna try and was gonna try and do something, but whatever he wanted to do, he couldn't do it. He was gonna put him in the STO because Sumo moved him because he's too close to the ropes, but it doesn't matter because Haas is too close to the ropes anyways. Haas going for the I thought he was gonna try for number 3, but just boots Scheiderman down to the ring. Haas gonna send Sumo back to the ring. Elbow to the throat. Haas, I don't know what to try and do, but Sumo looks not in good shape. And Sumo is escaping now because you can tell he is fatigued. Oh no, it was a ploy. Haas has been busted open. It was a fucking ploy. Sumo baited Haas in. Sumo hits the DDT. Haas has been busted open. Haas is going to throw Sumo back into more steps. Haas going to throw Sumo into the ring. Drops the elbow. And Sumo trying to escape because he is out of gas. I don't think this is a ploy. But Sumo is running away from Haas, and he's going to eat it this time with a big back body drop on the outside. Haas drops the elbow. Haas is going to go after the knees now of Sumo. Because if you can't stand, you can't fight. But Sumo's going to push him back into another DDT. Sumo goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Sumo gets the first fall of the match. Sumo comes out with a wicked lariat. Single arm spine buster. Sumo out of nowhere hits the spine buster. Haas is going to kick out. Haas going to dump Sumo over the top. Going to bring him in for number 3. Haas. And now he's going to try and complete the trifecta. The quadceptica hits all 4 sides of the ring. There's the quadfecta. All 4 sides of the vertical suplex. Haas just trying to mount the offense and just somehow put an end to Scheiderman. But Scheiderman's got the fall lead. Haas gonna throw Scheiderman back into the ring. Haas should try and go for a cover, but we know he's in bad shape. But Sumo's gonna jump on him. Sumo gonna throw Haas in the corner. Big shoulder thrust. Gonna stomp away and drive that large thigh into the face of Haas. Sumo is gonna try and end it. Drag him to the center of the ring. Sets up for the STO. Haas got nowhere to go. And Haas gets to the ring. Haas. Snap suplex. Sumo says that's enough. Here's the cover. 1, 2, good night. Sumo wins once again. Sumo makes it 3 victories. And Sumo is going to take that TV title into that scramble match. What a match. Haas just could not get his hand, could not finish the job. As our cameras are heading back to the ring, well, 4X. 4X, I gotta say this. I'm gonna say this once. Ego kills talent. You were one of the OGs. One of the first. The best. But look how far you've fallen. You want out that bad? I'll take you like Old Yeller out back and do what needs to be done. So Nathan accepts 4X's challenge. So that cements that match, ladies and gentlemen. What a card we have for you next week. We have the Odd Couple taking on Radiance and, not Radiance, yes, we have Radiance and Lulu. No, Sabrina, I'm sorry. Well, it's a wrap for this week. Thank you once again for joining us here on Preflight. Next week is our 3rd-year anniversary show. Got plenty of matches for you. Till then, this is Cobble, S. Cobble, saying, have a great night, and we shall see you on the next flight out.